Okay, hello, welcome back. I am going to take you through the village of Salona. You can see there to the right is the sign. This is Fishing Creek that I'm crossing now, which goes all the way down into Mill Hall. To the left up there is Hanson Quarry, originally founded as Lycoming Silica Sand in the early part of the 19th or 20th century. It's a stone quarry, limestone quarry. It's now owned by Hanson. This is, we'll say, Victorian Row. A lot of old homes on this straight stretch. Some of the original owners I'm related to. Bus garage. Excuse the dinging. My dog is setting the alarm off. Church, Reformed Church. This is what is known as Long Run Creek, and this is the main street of Salona. Salona was founded in the 1830s, 1833, 1834. 1836, I believe, was the official founding, and the name comes from the Greek town of Thessalonica. It's a local meeting to have the name of to discuss the naming of the town, which went through many incarnations, including Mechanicsville. And a woman had brought the name to the meeting, and it was affectionately shortened to Salona. It's the local Methodist church. It's the church that my family prominently belongs to. Sitting in the middle of what we call the S-curve in Salona. This straight stretch locally, or at least to my parents, is known as Kudgelberg or Kutzelberg. It's the straight stretch that leads out to the elementary school. And I am passing up here to the left is one of the oldest cemeteries in the township. We'll be featuring the cemeteries in the county, in the local area as well. Local businesses. I don't know where the name of Kudgelberg or Kutzelberg has come from, but that is the elementary school, which was construction was completed for the 1939 school year, 38 school year, and addition was made while I was attending there in 1990. It closed in 2014 as a school, and just recently, as of last spring, was reopened as a community flea market area. And it's owned and operated by a local Amish family, Amish entrepreneur, who has done a lot of that, done a lot of good things such as that in the area. What the road I just came up over is affectionately known in the area as Orbank Hill. I don't know the actual history on that either. I'm hoping on this journey I will be able to find out and provide that information to you. And this road is called East End Road, East End Mountain Road, because it goes all the way out and brings around in a loop to what is locally known as East End. East end of the township, I believe, east end of Rote. Rote is the next small town over from Salona. If Salona, if the Lamar Township were a county, Salona would be most likely the county seat. It's the biggest town in the township. Lamar Township consists of Salona, obviously, Rote, which is the next bigger town, Mackeyville, and Cedar Run. It is to the southwest of Clinton County, in between Bald Eagle Township, which is where Mill Hall, this small town of Mill Hall, lies, and excuse me, I'm passing some Amish children. Slow down. Must have been having recess or something. This is this area that we know as East End is home to many Amish families and Amish businesses. The Amish moved to this area from Lancaster in, I believe, the late 60s to early 70s, and they are a very large fixture in the area. Several prominent businesses are operated, especially in Clinton County. There were the schools in the area. There were several schools in the 1800s that had been founded. One out this direction, and as I had previously stated, the Amish operate two schools out in this section, this area of East End. There is a lot of, not a lot, but there's a number of physicians, local doctors who have made their homes out in this area as well. Local entrepreneurs have built homes out here. Quite the vista, as you can see. It's wide open. The school, the major school, the main school that served the area was originally founded in the 1890s as the Salona Reform School, and at one point there were students who came in via train and would be boarded in homes around the area. Now, a reform school, or a normal school is what it was, sometimes was for further education. Eventually this became a regular high school, which went to 10th grade before they changed, I believe, in 1917 to 12th grade schools. And at that point, if a student wished to continue his education, he would either go to Lock Haven High School or Mill Hall High School. this is the bend which brings you back around. Stolz's Butcher Shop is the local butcher shop. He's very busy, almost near year-round. It's where my family goes to have our meat processed. Let me reverse that. We process it. That is where the local farm that we get our beef from sends the beef to have all the unpleasantries taken care of. And then we pick it up and cut it up and package it ourselves. Mark Stolzis is the owner and operator of the business, has commented on several occasions that we are the only ones that do that. It doesn't bother him, he just finds it unique because we English don't process our meats anymore. Now this part of East End Mountain Road takes you back down into the main part of Rote and crosses 477, which is the local route that connects Route 64 and Salona to the next valley over, which is known as Sugar Valley. Hopefully my voice is coming across. That to the right that we passed is known as King's Country Store, as one of the local Amish businesses. They carry all kind of secondhand groceries, things that would not technically be acceptable to be sold in a local grocery store, whether it be Wise's or Food Lion or whatnot. Dented cans, things of that nature. It is always advised that when purchasing, that you check things over very well, because as I said, they get these things second-handed. This section is fairly new. Within the last 15 years has been built up. Eisenhower Crossroads I just passed, and a local township building. Up ahead to the right was at one time a long-running business called Hackenberg's. It was in business about 40 years before economy and retirement caused the closure of business. As we cross this bridge, this little bridge, the road becomes Airport Drive. It's kind of a misnomer. although there is a small model plane airport along the road. There's Donnie. It's a local business owner, friend of my father's. He always stops in at the garage when you're there. They have a coffee break. As I said, several Amish families. Out to the left, it's most likely off screen, is the business of David Lapp. He's a local construction company owner, Lappy Construction. He's done a lot of work in the area. One time when he first started, he had one crew. I believe he has 4 crews now. And up there, just beyond that building there, is the local auction house. Auto auction is owned by Grant Miller. And once a year, every summer, they have an antique auto auction. And it brings buyers and sellers from all over the world to purchase antique vehicles. They make a lot of money. There's a lot of money movement at that auction. This is what we know as Ridge Road. Again, a few farms up here. Mostly homes. I believe at one time there was a school up here called the Ridge School. Do not believe it exists any longer. Ridge Road runs parallel to 220, specifically the straight stretch leading up to Route 80. And 80 runs the entire length of the country. It goes from all the way the East Coast in New Jersey and goes clear out Oregon, again it runs through 80, runs through the center of Pennsylvania. As we round this corner, you'll be able to see the steeple to the Methodist Church, which we passed earlier. And I'm going to be taking a right. If I would continue straight, it would take up, over, and down, around and along that section of Route 220. Past one of the other older cemeteries in the township. Now I'm taking you back through the back to show you an opposite view of Salona. There's been several of the older homes have been torn down through the residence of Cookie Thompson, local business owner. I just passed, it was off camera, but I just passed the original school, which was the Salona normal school. This ceased operation after the elementary school was built, and was sold to the Lamar Grange. It was recently just sold again, and they are constructing it to make apartments in the downstairs. There's already apartments in the above. That road there that we just passed that was coming out is the road that I was talking about. It is one of the roads that was split off by Route 220. I'm going to take you through one of the offshoots that is locally known as Lizardville. There's Lizardville Road sign. This is also a section of road that was cut off by Route 220. Excuse me. Local business, Pine Creek Lumber. They have ebbs and flows. Sometimes they can't keep up, and sometimes they have too much work or have too little work. Again, there's 220. This road went straight through and ended at Route 64. Going into Axe Factory Hollow, which I previously stated and spoke about. You like car rides, don't you, buddy? Huh? That business straight ahead is, was Randimer's Cabinetry, and there's a building out back that was at one time a butcher shop or a slaughter shop. In this area, where the interchange was originally a part of the stone quarry. Crossing the overpass, 220. I'm going to take you out to Route 64. Route 64, if I had gone left there, would have passed Man's Garage, which is another old business in the area, body shop, automotive shop. Also passing Millwall Speed and Customs, which is owned and operated by Leonard Hoffman, and he is getting ready to retire. He's been in business for quite some time. just about 50 years, I believe. And I'm passing through Axe Factory Hollow. That area to the left, or to the right, excuse me, was where the Axe Factory was. Several fires led to its demise. And it was never rebuilt after the last one. And now we're heading into Mill Hall. And that is going to be the end of today's video, this introduction to the channel. I hope you all enjoy and come along with me on this journey. Hopefully we will both learn a bit as we go along. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and enjoy the videos, and enjoy your day, and get out there and learn some history.